Welcome to another episode of Getting to Know. Today, I have my good friend Chis Villegas here with me.
Yo, yo.
Main reason why I wanted you on here, I think, just a true story. You're the main reason why I wanted to do this stuff.
Really?
Only because I feel like you have a lot on your plate.
Dude, I have a lot on my plate.
It's like one, you have a full-time job.
Yes.
And you do, I think, you do a lot of stuff like organizations, right?
Yeah. I work for a nonprofit, so I volunteer.
So you do that stuff.
Yep.
You also have a podcast.
Yep. Screen Addicts. Look it up.
You also are on a cooking team.
Yes.
And you travel a lot.
A lot.
And on top of that, you're a husband.
Husband.
And a father.
Yeah. Two kids.
Yeah. Do you sometimes feel like, man, maybe, how do you balance it all?
It's hard, dude. I don't know how, really. No sleep. I catch myself doing my podcast editing, man. It'll be 2, 3 in the morning.
Just doing it still?
And just doing it. But I love to do it, so it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal.
That's what I told myself. I said, if Chris could do all of that stuff, there's no way. There's no reason why I should come up with an excuse and not to do, even this.
Yeah.
Because you're doing way more than I'm doing. And it's just, I can't have an excuse now because you do all of it. Because, like I said, you travel every week for... Okay, let's get into the cooking.
Okay,
was the cooking thing something you always wanted to do?
Well, I tell you, this started probably about 6 years ago. Me and my middle school friend, IJ, one day, and let me tell you this, all this crap that I do, I'll tell you right now, has always been me coercing my buddies into doing this.
Let's do it, I promise. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, so the cooking team, one day, we saw a flyer for Dumas Cook-Off, the D-Town Cook-Off, and I was all like, guys, let's get a cooking team together. It sounds like
just
fun.
Just like spontaneous.
Yeah, just like spontaneous. We didn't even think about it. We were like, do you even know how to cook good? I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I was like, it couldn't be that bad. Because the only hobbies we had at the time was softball. And softball was 2 or 3 nights a week.
And then now cooking on the weekends.
Yeah. And so I was like, let's just do it. Let's do it. And so we started, and we'd do 1 or 2 every now and then. And then 2 years ago, man, we competed at the Homer's Backyard Ball. And there was a steak competition. And when the steak competition, we were late. We were the last one to pick the steaks. We're like, screw it.
Just a bad start to everything.
Just a bad start. We ended up winning the damn thing.
You're like, what the hell?
We're like, wow, that was amazing. So that was our first introduction to just steak cook-offs, which is what we mostly do now.
Is y'all's main thing is steak?
Yeah, it's mainly steak. But the coolest thing about that whole experience is that we got to go to the World Championships. And, when people talk about World Championships, usually it's, I would say, local people plus maybe Lubbock teams or Fort Worth teams. No, when they talk World Championships,
it's everywhere.
Dude, I met cooking teams from Germany, from the Netherlands, from Japan. So
was it intimidating?
Oh, dude, it was big time.
You're like, what am I doing here?
You're like,
we're from Amarillo.
We don't need to be here. What are we doing here? We've seen people that we watch on YouTube, man.
And they're there,
and they're competing. We're competing against them, and I'm like, it's so intimidating. And so we roll up, and this is our first year competing on the big stage. And we're like, cool, we're gonna be the Cinderella story. We're gonna
get it. We just won a competition.
Mm-hmm. We're the Hoosiers of this right now.
We're gonna get it.
Yeah. And so when all is said and done that day, when we're done, we finished 110th.
You're like, okay.
Out of 115. We're like, well, all right, we got some,
maybe this wasn't.
Maybe we got some work to do. Which now for the last couple of years we've been getting really, really good.
And y'all, like I said, every time I see y'all like post something, even like on your social media, to me it seems like you're always like placing like top 10, top 5.
Man. Here within the past year, we've really honed in on our skills, and just this past weekend, there's some cooks that I can't make, but IJ goes. Well, he finished 4th yesterday in Sweetwater. So.
And it's crazy because like I watch like the Food Network, but I'll watch like cooking shows like on Netflix, but like all that little shit matters, like grill marks. And all like they take like points away from me if like the grill marks ain't good.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous. But like I don't know, it seems like, and y'all have gotten like sponsors and everything now for y'all's cooking team.
Which that's been a blessing too. Huge. It started off, and which is a good thing that my day job, my like what I've learned, my craft that I've learned, social media marketing.
What's this freaking charger?
So I've been able to learn a bunch of stuff on how to...
I think you're like a jack of all trades.
I try, man. I try.
You edit. You're a photographer. You were an amazing pitcher for softball.
I don't know about amazing, man.
It's just everything into one. Will this be like something like if like the opportunity brought itself, you would do like full time?
Oh.
Or is that like a lot of stress?
I don't know, man. See, that's because everybody's like, dude, why don't you start a food truck? Why don't you do this and that?
There's like, so much stuff that goes with it.
Yes.
I think people think like all you gotta do is just cook and then you're good.
Yeah.
Like I think like I don't know.
And I'm not a very business-minded person.
So you're just like,
So I just want to cook. Like I did a couple of catering jobs, and when I did those, they were like, "Oh, how much are you gonna charge? How much this?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know.
Give me what you want.
I just want to cook.
I just want to cook. It's fun.
I just want to cook." But so maybe later on, it's one of those things that like when I retire,
like maybe I'll just do
then
this.
I'll do it. You know,
I've never been good at cooking. I like to eat, but I'm not a good cooker.
And speaking of our sponsors and stuff, hold on. I brought you gifts, bro.
Maybe I should just make this a thing where people just give me gifts all the time.
Dude, that would be badass. So one of our sponsors that we picked up was one of our first ones, and they've been really, really good to us lately. Is Jealous Devil Charcoal, dude. Charcoal.
That makes a huge.
It's expensive,
but like it's just weird, like the whole cooking thing. Okay, so like charcoal, wood, like every wood or charcoal, like it brings your meat different flavor.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's so crazy to me.
So I brought you a couple hats from Jealous Devil Charcoal.
I'm gonna wear one right now.
Sorry guys. I brought one for you and one for Beef because I know you and Beef.
Well, Beef can have the white one. I want the black one.
You get the black one.
I'm wearing this for the rest of the freaking thing. We're sponsoring it right here.
Beef, this is yours, man. Don't let Matt try to steal it from you.
I might keep it when we're good. How did like when you have like something like that, like this, like your cooking team, like do sponsorships like reach out to you? Like do you have to reach out to them?
They're starting to. We're barely starting to gain traction with our social media accounts. And dude, that's where it's all at. And like I've told you.
You know what's crazy? Like Instagram. Like Instagram is ridiculous. There's some people who are on there who are just like they're just famous for posting pictures.
Yep.
That's all they do.
And that's all our sponsors want us to do. Because it's where everybody's at. And you know, me, like I said, being social media marketing and learning this stuff for the last 3 or 4 years.
It worked out perfect.
It worked out perfect, dude. And like, what people don't understand, I know everybody's all, oh, Facebook. Well, Facebook has changed the game and the way we live.
It's crazy.
You know? But the way things are now, Facebook is where all the old people are.
Yeah.
And Insta
is it turning into into the MySpace?
It kind of, but not there yet because it's still where I think there's like the last stat that I read, every minute there's at least 15 billion people on Facebook.
That is so crazy.
So
I wouldn't doubt it though, because when I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I do. Like I'll grab my phone and I'm on social media.
And so these sponsors that reach out to us, or we ask them, you know, they see us gaining fans, gaining followers, and they're all like, hey, all you gotta do is post some pictures.
And that's what
Absolutely.
And
Let's do it.
And that's all. Like sometimes that's all people want. Like they just want them to get like their name out there. So people are watching you. Cool. Tell them about my product, or just post a picture of it. Then they're gonna be like, oh, which is like the simplest, but god dang it, the simplest but smartest marketing ever.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on their phone.
Cheap and it's free.
Everybody's on their phone.
Cheap to free. Yep.
That is ridiculous.
And the biggest thing about keeping sponsors or getting them and keeping them happy is just being consistent, man. It's one of the things that I've told you when you started this. Like I know
consistency is
tried
key.
to start it once.
Yes.
And it kind of fizzled off. But now you're starting this, and that was the one thing I really stressed to you. Is like, dude, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it because
and it's so easy to find an excuse not to do something, and not even like just isn't anything like going like just doing anything. It's so much easier just like to find an excuse not to do something. Mm-hmm. And now it's just the point of like putting your head to it. It's like, okay, instead of me freaking watching TV all damn day, I'm gonna go do this,
which is okay too.
Which is okay.
But yeah, man, I mean, just it's on the grind, dude. You just, if there's something you want bad enough, you got to put in the time, and that's the way it's always been, you know. And you have the passion for it. I see that you want it really bad.
Just gotta keep going for it.
You just gotta keep getting it. You and Beef, man, I think y'all are both on.
It'll be perfect.
To something that's gonna resonate with people.
I think that's the best thing ever. Like having like the last video I posted with him. Mm-hmm. It's so good to have people like, man, I really like your stuff. And like to me, that's just so motivating.
Yeah.
Even if like even if one segment of this whole one we're doing right now,
mm-hmm.
and someone goes, hey man, it's all worth it for me.
Yeah.
My thing is though, like it'll be good. We're good.
And then I mean, speaking of like, you know, I started the podcast. I would say, man, it's almost been 3 years we've been doing it.
That is crazy.
It's insane. I brought you stuff from there too, like little stickers.
Even better. They're going everywhere,
bro. Bing. That was another thing. Me and my two guys that do the show with me, man. One night we're texting back and forth, and ever since high school, all we've done is talk about movies and TV. So I had this just stupid idea one day. I was like, guys,
let's do it.
We already do this. We already talk about this constantly.
Let's just record it.
Let's just put mics in front of our faces,
and we're good to go.
And I'll do the rest, because I wanted to do it. Let's see what happens. And dude, 3 years later, we're still going. I think we are 200 to 100 listens away from passing the 15,000 mark.
That is crazy.
We've been downloaded 15,000 times.
That is, it's crazy, and it's funny to me, like just because people think like if you start something, it's gonna pop off like that. And it's not like, so you've been doing it for 3 years, and now you're seeing like a lot of recognition from it.
Yep.
And with me doing this, it might take me a couple years, you know. But even if it doesn't take off, it's something that I love doing. I just love talking to people.
Yeah. And
so it's just perfect for me.
That's one of the things that I've learned from just talking to other podcasters and other social media influencers and stuff, is that you don't do it for the listens. Don't do it for the fame. Do it because you love it. Do it because you want to do it. And as long as you can find that within you,
that'd be perfect.
I mean, it's not gonna seem like it's a hassle.
Do you like loving your podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like movies better, or do you like TV series?
I think I'm more of the TV guy on our show. The other two guys, they're the movie experts. I'm getting there, but yeah, I'm definitely more of the TV show.
What is your favorite TV show right now?
Ooh, right now, I would have to say that I am, and I may lose the man card on this, I don't know, but Tasha, my wife, she's gotten me into Grey's so bad.
It's funny that you say that, because Cassie didn't watch Grey's probably until about maybe a year or so ago, but she started watching on Netflix.
Okay.
Well, then I was like, hey, whatever, she's watching this. Well, they got to the point where like she's watching it, so I'm there. I'll watch it with her. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then now it's to the point where like I know what the hell's going on because I watch it so much, and I don't watch every episode, but I know what's going on.
But enough to enough to know what's going down.
It's just,
you know, and I say grays right now because it just started back up and we're watching everything. But you know, I didn't want to give those cliche answers about Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. I do love those, and I can't wait till the new season drops.
Your favorite show hands down is Friends, correct?
Oh, 100%.
I remember when me and Cassie first got married, you gave us the box set to watch, and we watched the entire freaking thing. But you've watched it probably more than once through, probably.
And the crazy thing is, I have yet to meet a person that has been able to beat me at Friends trivia.
I couldn't do it.
If anybody out there
wants to challenge,
they can beat
wants
me
to challenge him to Friends trivia,
you know,
we will set it up.
What I will do, okay, if any challengers want to come on, I will put you on my podcast and we'll go at it on the Screen Addicts podcast. We'll see how it goes down.
The only show that I'll watch that much,
The Office.
Well, you know, it's funny. I just started watching The Office. Maybe last year, and I'm like only on season 4.
I think we started at the same time.
I think we talked about it.
I think we.
Yeah, so like I just started watching it, but like is Friday Night Lights, the TV series.
The guy that does the show with you, Steven.
Oh man.
Yeah, and him are one and the same.
I never watched it before until a buddy of mine, you know Will.
Yeah.
Will Verstiff. My phone's ringing. We're good. My buddy Will said, you need to watch it. So I go home, I watched it, and it was amazing. And then it was so good, I rewatched it like twice.
Well, because it's short. It's only 4 seasons.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
And for all you out there that says the movie's better than a TV series,
bullshit.
That's a bullshit lie. The series is way better and it's way more dramatic.
Yes. Who's your favorite character on that show?
How can you not like Riggins?
I mean,
like, I like Riggins, Tim Riggins. I like Tim Riggins only because, like, his story kind of changed throughout. Like, he was the football stud, and then he got into some trouble, and then
you can relate to him more.
And then
like
he got into some trouble.
It's not all.
I felt bad when Coach Taylor thought he was like with his daughter Julie. I was like, man, he wasn't with her, and I felt so freaking bad. But Riggins is my favorite. But Matt Saracens was awesome too. I'm gonna go home and watch it. But Netflix took it off. Netflix took it off their thing. See, like, do you like, I don't know, because Cassie likes reality shows. Like, I like watching MTV.
Tasha's all into those teen.
I'll watch like MTV's Challenge. I watch those, like The Real World. I watch a lot of stuff like that. But like movies, like I don't watch movies only for the one reason is I don't like going to the movie theater. Right. I don't like people, so therefore I don't want to be around other people. So therefore, like I'll wait till like the very last.
Like it's at the dollar movie.
Yes. Okay. Let's go now. I can't do it.
Oh man.
What is your favorite, like your 3 favorite movies?
3 favorite movies. Okay, Rudy.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Dude, Rudy is amazing. Then I would have to say Far and Away. Old Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie. It's one of my favorites.
It's old school.
That's old school. And my very favorite movie, and I keep it constant because I get this people ask me this a lot, but the movie The Last of the Mohicans.
Oh my gosh, I think I've seen that once maybe?
Dude, okay, so that movie is like, if you've ever watched it or want a recommendation for a great movie to watch, it's a great love story.
I'll give you a quick review right now.
Quick review. Great love story, great acting. Daniel Day-Lewis is amazing in it. The cinematography in that movie is by far one of the best ever. And what makes this movie so amazing, dude, so great, is the score to the movie. I know a lot of people don't ever really talk about movie scores. They talk about soundtracks.
Yes, all the time. It's like soundtracks sometimes are more important than the like the movie itself.
Yeah, but the movie score is just is like a masterpiece in itself. So if you ever want to watch
The Last of the Mohicans,
a good date movie for a young couple just starting out in their lives, Last of the Mohicans.
That one right there will make your relationship so much stronger.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm trying to think. It's been forever, but now that you do your podcast, like, do you look more into movies now? Like,
oh, absolutely,
deeper into it.
Like, I think this was the first year ever that I set out on a mission to watch every movie that was nominated for an Oscar.
That's a lot.
Oh, dude, it was a lot.
It's a whole lot.
And I actually did it. I was very proud of myself. That was a lot of movies.
I can't remember the last like movie that I've actually watched, like new movie. Cassie watched Aquaman yesterday, and I was like, I don't really want to watch it. And it's not because like I don't want to watch it. I'm just like, I just don't.
The time.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. But then like that happens, and then I'll get on to like Netflix, and I'll rewatch Shameless or something. It's just like, what the hell?
Well, just because those are so easy to, since you've already watched it, like you don't mind stopping and walking away.
It's so perfect.
And because you know what's going to happen, or if you're just hearing it in the background, it's fine.
Streaming has become a whole nother ball game. I feel like, because I feel like 10 years ago, like it wasn't even like a big old. Like, Netflix was big, but it wasn't like as big as it is now. And it's crazy. 'Cause I remember like on Friday nights I'd go to Blockbuster, and now Blockbuster's not even a thing.
Speaking of though, like Captain Marvel just came out.
Did you watch it already?
Oh, yeah, I was there opening night.
Oh, was it good?
It was pretty good, man. And again, soundtracks. So you'll love the soundtrack.
See, I love soundtracks.
90s greatness. Okay,
I think 90s had the best music.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so good.
Like you can't even compare.
90s rock was amazing. 90s rap was amazing.
Yep.
90s pop was amazing. I haven't even watched like I just watched the new Avengers actually like a month ago. I have like the most like the person who loves movies the most ever, and then you have me.
You're breaking my heart right now. Like
I just watched Spider-Man: Homecoming like 2 months ago, which was really good though.
Okay, so I know you are into. I think you were into. I know Beef is, but like the anime stuff and
Beef. Not
Beef?
so much me.
Okay, Mally.
I never got into it. Yeah, they like the
Beef
Dragon Ball Z. Is it like Naruto? Some shit like that? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, dude, one that you really do have to watch though is Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, see, I think we have it, so I need to watch it.
Yes, it is. Dude, it is by far one of the best.
It just looks good.
Cartoon animated movies I've seen, hands down. And soundtrack again has a lot of Post Malone and rap and stuff like that. So it's right up your alley.
That'd be perfect. I just need to like stop. Like, I guess I won't watch, Shameless episode 1 for the 7th time, and I'll watch a new movie.
Yeah. See, just throw in. So my challenge to you
is to watch
one new movie a month. I'm not even saying a week. One a month, man. And I'll throw you all the suggestions.
Bet we'll do that then.
Okay.
I'll keep everybody updated. We'll see.
We'll see how far this goes.
We'll see. I might just make it a month. See, Cassie loves movies, so if she can, she'll go to a movie every freaking week if she could, which is fine. If she wants to go ahead.
Go on Tuesdays. It's $5 Tuesdays.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of people there.
But
I just don't like
with
people.
The new theaters here in good old Amarillo, Texas.
The last movie I saw in theaters was Adrift.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the last movie I ever seen in theaters. Which was a good movie, but that was the last movie I went to theaters for.
To go back.
I can't do it. I can't. It's just. It's just I can't handle like a bunch of people. Yeah, and like when I saw Adrift, there was nobody there. There was like me, Cassie, and 2 other couples, and I'm pretty sure those couples were like in high school,
making out in the back.
Yeah, so like
we're gonna go to this dumb movie, so nobody's there.
We were the only ones actually watching the movie.
Oh man.
Speaking of Friends, who was your favorite character in the whole series? Like, who was your favorite? Chandler?
Oh, yeah, dude.
What makes Chandler the best out of everybody?
Because he's a sarcastic ass like I am. And like,
I like Phoebe. I don't know. I think because she's just weird.
Dude, and like she could kill you at any moment in time.
I think that's why I just like Phoebe so much.
She just, one day she would just snap and just slice somebody's throat.
Or she might just beat the crap out of me with her guitar.
Yeah, that too.
It's just so, man. There's just so many, like, you always hear like people like, they just came out with a new thing now. It says like Sandlot's going to come out with the same cast and do a TV series. Do you think it could like live up to the hype of the movie.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's hard to do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's super hard.
Just like sometimes sequels are like that too.
The only thing that, like I think Fuller House that came out on Netflix,
Oh yeah.
I think that thought made everybody, we can do it since they did. That show was horrible.
And then Roseanne came out with one that was short-lived.
Well, it's still going, but without her because she's racist.
Yeah. She is. Do you follow like into politics?
Dude, I hate politics.
Okay, it sucks because like the job that I'm in, like people are always talking about politics, and I hate it. Like I don't follow anything.
Me
like
either.
if Garfield ran for president, I would vote for him. Like I just don't care about politics. And everyone's always like politics this, and like I just hate it. Like I don't care who runs for president. I don't
like. I'll do my civil duties.
It's just,
if I have to vote, I will.
See, that's how I am. Like
but I'm not.
I don't think I ever I'm 29, and I don't think I've ever voted. And I was like, why don't you? Oh, you're not voting. And like, everyone's like, what? Because you. And everyone's like, what? Don't say that your vote doesn't count. I was like,
it doesn't.
Like that's one person.
To me,
like, why does
our
it matter?
vote doesn't count. We live in Texas.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Texas.
What do you want me to do?
To me, will always be a red state.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what I think or what I do. I know you'll probably get bad comments on this, but
that's all right. We're good. Maybe I'll get more comments and likes, dislikes, or whatever. We're good.
Something to get noticed. But man, it's just to me it doesn't like. There's laws and this and that. I just got to do my thing. Whatever.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about anything like that. Let me just play my video games. Let me watch some TV. You know what I'm like? Besides like TV, like it's YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch YouTube like religiously. Like I'll watch, or even Facebook. Like Facebook has those videos now.
Yeah.
And then like you can swipe up and it'll show you like similar videos. And then next thing you know, I'm in like this
You're like a rabbit hole.
It's 3 hours later, and my battery's telling me there's 10% left, and I'm watching.
You're like, what video did I even start?
Yeah, they're like, what did it? Like I'm watching a cat video, and I was watching like something about a roar documentary or something.
Yep.
It happens all the freaking time.
Oh.
Do you like documentaries?
I'm starting to. There's a lot of good movie documentaries that you need to watch.
See, I love I'll watch documentaries.
Did you watch Abducted in Plain Sight yet?
No, because like people told me about it. I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to watch that.
You will want to break your TV.
Yeah,
especially being a dad now.
Oh, see, that's
to
why
a little girl.
Oh, see, I couldn't watch it. The last documentary I watched was that Fire Festival on Netflix. Did you watch that one?
Yes. Did you watch
crazy.
both of them?
See, I heard there's one on Hulu.
Yes.
See, I haven't watched that one.
It's not as good as the one on Netflix, in my opinion. But the one on Hulu does interview the guy.
My thing is, I know you're not watching this, Ja Rule. But if
Ja Rule will tag you.
If y'all just would have waited a year and planned it out, it could have been one of the hottest festivals ever. But you wanted to rush it. What's that guy's name? Billy something? I don't even remember his damn name.
Billy Dumbass.
Yeah, and then you just ruined everything. But in that documentary, when shit started going downhill, you never saw Ja Rule, like, after. You just saw that Billy dude, and that's the only thing that ever happened.
Okay, so tell me this. Okay, you watched the documentary. One of the guys, he was asked to do a favor to get water. Okay. Would you ever, in the position... Like if one of your friends was doing this, and like,
this goes back to like asking your friends like, hey, would you suck a dick for $1 million?
Yes, basically that's the question.
If there's $1 million, but okay, we'll do this one because it's a certain circumstance.
Okay.
Like it was him like basically to save like this festival. So say if my friend say you were throwing a cook-off.
Okay.
And you said, listen, this dude over here has all the steaks I need, but I don't have what it takes, so I need you to get his steak. For your sake, I would be like, what am I going to get out of it? I don't know.
No.
If it was in that situation, I would say no, because I'm not getting nothing out of it.
Right.
I'm just getting like, dude, I just did this so you can have water.
Yeah.
but if it was for money, it would be a different subject, or like it would be a different topic. Like, I would have done it.
$1 million?
$1 million.
You would do it for $1 million.
$1 million. I had a buddy of mine one time. We were asking this question at work, and he said, "Hey man, would you suck a dick for $1 million?" He goes, "Dude, I'd do it for 100 right now. I'm struggling."
The struggle is real.
All right, man. At least you're honest. At least you're honest.
Oh man.
But I think it's just in this topic of conversation. I think people just in general would do stupid shit for money.
Oh,
I think people do. I think people do stupid shit just for fame. Like, I feel like people sometimes just because they want to be recognized or something, like they'll just do stupid shit all the time.
Okay, so kind of along the same lines here, but on our way to a cook-off a couple weeks ago, me and my guy, we were listening to a podcast that he listens to. Forgot the name of it, but they bring up this picture. Like, you can't see it, but it's a podcast. But whatever, this challenge, and I think it's for like $100,000, something like that. Some stupid kind of money. But have you seen this challenge to where would you rather be with an American woman or a Thai man?
I haven't seen that.
Okay, where's my phone? Right here. Let me bring up this picture. Anyway, this
or a Thai man?
Yeah.
It's like the lady boys in Thailand?
Yeah.
Basically?
And you'll see, and I'll put it on the camera. But dude, it's stupid crazy.
There's so many crazy things out there.
Which one?
Oh my gosh.
Let me see here if I can show you. If you can see it.
Let's see.
I think,
yeah, you can.
Close. Look it up.
Just
American woman
or a Thai
versus
man.
a Thai man.
But
the Thai man looks like a really hot woman.
Like a model. Like a model. And then the
American woman
looks like what you would see
on my 600-pound life.
Yes. Okay. It's like it's like everyone's ideal version of what a lady looks like at midnight at Walmart. Yeah, basically.
So, I mean, what's
That's so crazy because like, oh my gosh, who thinks of this stuff?
Exactly. But it's out there.
That is so
and
nuts.
It got us thinking, like, dude, what would you do?
Like, you think you ever, like, in your whole lifetime have looked at it like a dude that was a girl? You're like, man, that chick's pretty hot. And then, like, unknown to you, like, it was actually a guy. That is insane.
But
because
what scares me is I had to think about this answer.
I'm doing it right now. So it's like, it's the fact of like, well, like that Thai man actually, like, if it didn't say Thai man, you would think it was a freaking beautiful Thai model.
Yeah.
That is insane. It's the fact of you have to think about it because one's an
actual woman and then one has a penis.
Yeah. He looks very good in a bikini. Yeah. It's very weird. That is insane though. It's crazy that people just come up with stuff like this.
Drop your answers in the comments. Yeah. I want to see how many people.
If you can see the picture or if you Google that picture, I want you to put in the comments who you picked. And then we're going to bring them up and we're going to talk about it.
There'll be a follow-up interview.
That is so crazy though. Just the fact of that is insane. People, that's what people do in their free time now. They just make that. Just like when something happens now, like in a concert or something, like the internet's that quick to do something about it.
Real fast.
Like I remember, I hate to bring this up, but like I remember years ago when the Broncos were in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And they got blown out.
Yeah.
So I know it
was a bad day.
And then Red Hot Chili Peppers, they played in the halftime show, and they played Give It Away Now, and everyone said they played that before the Broncos because they kept turning over the ball. It's like, man, they're just so... See, I'm just glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're a Bronco fan, not a Cowboy fan, and you know I'm an Eagle fan.
Yes, finally,
it's just
a full car that has nobody that likes the Cowboys.
I don't like him at all. What do you feel about the Antonio Brown trade that just happened?
Dude, it scares me because now I have to blame him twice a year.
That is correct. But do you think, like, I read also, someone was telling me something about, I think it was Beef actually, saying something about how they were going to try to trade for Rosen. I mean, not trade for Rosen, trade for Kyle Murray. But Derek Carr just freaking signed that big contract, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Gruden traded away everybody last year.
Yeah.
And now he has one of the best receivers, so who knows what they're going to happen.
I mean, it depends on how the season goes, but I mean, he could either be the smartest man or the dumbest man.
Yeah.
See how it
Well, the
plays
Raiders had an amazing season like, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Then Derek Carr got hurt.
out. Yeah.
I'm just glad the Eagles
You know
won the
who
Super
hurt
Bowl. It was y'all.
Broncos,
It was y'all. The great though. My thing that hurt the most is when Dawkins left and went to be a Bronco,
Oh, I love it.
and I cried.
I had bought his jersey.
I have his jersey, but it's an Eagle jersey.
I had the Dawkins Bronco jersey, but we got robbed one time.
It's just. Is football your favorite sport? Like to watch?
Probably. I love baseball.
Mine's
but
changed a
it's
lot.
just
Like
I fall asleep during baseball.
that's how I am. Like, well, mine used to be like I used to love watching basketball, but then now I just feel like basketball is like way political.
That
and
is so like okay. So when we first met, okay, I think one of our first interactions was, "Man, come play this 3-on-3 tournament with us."
And I remember like it's funny because whenever you try to get me to play softball, and I was like,
Yeah.
I know, like
Softball's
no, I'm not playing
dope.
softball. Like I play basketball, that's all I play.
Yep.
And then now, like
That's all you play, softball.
Like I hate softball. Like I hate it with the passion. Like I don't really like if they told me like today, like hey, Amarillo's getting rid of softball, I wouldn't even care. Like I only play because like my friends play, and then like Cassie and her family, like they you know, Al umpires, and they're always so like I just play on Sundays, but I absolutely hate softball. Like, and like it's just like I had a tournament yesterday. I played a tournament yesterday. I played a softball tournament yesterday, and but I told my buddy of mine, I said, you know, if someone offered me money right now for all my softball stuff, I'd sell it, and then I'll do totally fine. I'm not playing ever again. I just feel like softball, it's fun, but people take it way too serious.
Oh man.
Like I'm not getting paid for this.
Exactly.
Like I'm paying to play, and I don't know. We used to play softball a lot.
We used to
play a lot of MIG. We used to play some tournaments.
Yeah.
We had one of the best teams ever. Chinos y Los Cochinos.
Yeah.
It was one of the best teams ever. But yeah,
And then the Reaper crew.
Reaper
but
crew was
you weren't
good.
out on my crew.
the first season I was.
The first season. Okay.
Because it was Pinches before that.
Yeah.
And then it was...
That's when we had a friend rip the shirt.
Yes. Good times. Threw it over left field. The fence.
He couldn't rip the shirt, so he hung it on the fence and then ripped it.
Take it. Give it to Chris. Okay. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I'd rather go watch than play. I just don't think it's that fun anymore. And I only... I think for a whole year, I played competitive, and it ruined it for me. Because I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So now I don't even care about it. I can care less. But it's funny though, when we first met though,
Yeah.
I hated softball. I hated softball.
You were all about basketball, and then I was like, man, come play a 3-on-3 tournament. And then I played like one game, and then I had to leave.
Yeah. And now stuck. But yeah, it was...
Y'all did good. Y'all got like second or something,
We
right?
did. I remember that. But yeah, but now like I play softball the damn time. And I hate it with a passion. So like, if any of y'all watch out there that I play with, just don't ask me back next season. I'm totally cool with it.
Make it play. That's more torture.
So I'm totally cool with not playing, except for Sundays, because Sundays like it's kind of like the family team, so I have to play. But other than that, I don't want to play at all. I hate it. It's just not fun. It's just not to me anymore.
What sport would you play? Like, take all
like a rec sport.
Yeah, like say now we have a basketball league here. We have a bunch of stuff.
Basketball league here is like stupid, ridiculous, like expensive.
Oh yeah,
it's like stupid. I don't know, like even basketball, like I think it'd be fun, but like if I could play just one sport, I don't even know.
Weren't you on a bowling team?
Oh yeah, I was on a bowling
Was that
league.
fun? I was too.
It's super fun because like at the time I was drinking a lot, so it was just like an excuse.
So you can drink a lot.
So like
bowling?
it was like an excuse for me to get drunk and bowl. Also, yeah, I was on a bowling team for 2 seasons, which was super fun. I live in this neighborhood. Look at this neighborhood. Jeez. I'm trying to think what other league. I've been in some flag football leagues before.
That was with us.
Oh yeah, we were in flag football. And we were the Texas Madmen. Remember that? I do remember that. Oh my gosh.
You played a lot of sports.
We
together.
really
I
have.
didn't even know.
I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it.
Yeah.
We should do a lot of stuff like even like on like family gatherings. Like remember that one year on Easter we played what's that shit called with the ball? You have like a little. Is it croquet? Is it croquet?
With the sticks, and you gotta hit it through the
do
hoop.
you remember that? We played like at Memorial Park. It was years ago. There's just so many stuff.
Now we don't even hardly see each other.
I know.
Because
That's like
Chris got
this is the first time I've seen Chris in forever because he's just a busy man. I had to go through his freaking his publicist, and I had to pay extra money to get him here today. And then I'm running short on time already, so I have to hurry up. But yeah, what about like if I could be like a cornhole league?
Dude, they're starting.
There was actually one like Randall County started because we got an email about it at work, and they were starting one. And it's like every Saturday night, like they'll do like 8 weeks of bracket play, and then you do the playoffs on the 9th week.
Heck yeah!
But no one wanted to do it. You ever played Polish horseshoes?
Yeah, is that the one
With
that Keith introduced us
that
to?
one's fun too. But now that I don't drink that much no more, so like that stuff's like really fun. Because I feel like things are just funner when you're drunk.
Oh, absolutely.
It just is.
It's not. You don't have to do it to have
but
fun.
It's just it makes things
a
little bit more fun when you're drunk. But I don't drink.
How's that going? I know you were trying to quit, but then the other day I saw on your Snapchat.
Yes.
You got them Coronas.
Listen,
man.
okay. The reason why I stopped drinking, I never really told nobody this, so this is a first right here. Like it wasn't like because I was drinking like a lot like every day. It was just a point like I was drinking like when I drank, I didn't know when to stop. So therefore, like when I was drinking, next thing you know, I was like, hey, let's go shotgun 6 beers in the front yard. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop. So then the other day, it's been like 2.5 months, and I haven't had a beer, liquor, nothing. So like, you know what? The fights are on. I'm gonna go buy me a 12-pack, and I'm gonna go buy me some Crown, maybe some vodka, mix it with some drinks, and we're good. And we had Popeyes. I remember we had Popeyes. I'm eating Popeyes, and I had my 3rd Corona. And after my 3rd Corona, I was done. I was like, yep, can't drink no more. I really feel like I'm getting a little buzzed or something, and it wasn't appealing to me anymore, which was good for me.
Yeah.
But now I
Save you some money.
But now I have 9 Coronas in the fridge. I don't know what the hell to do with. So if you want them, anyone wants them, just come over. They're free of charge. I have a bottle of vodka. You're good to go. But yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good that you noticed that.
It's just
some people that can't.
It's just things are just. Sometimes when you're just drinking, it just makes things just so much more better.
Make it to where you're not all the time.
So that, and I told myself, and I told Cassie, if I do drink, I want it to be at the house, nowhere else. Not out eating dinner, not out at a party. Just at the house, drinking, watching the fights, and that's it.
Next fights, dude. When's the next fights?
There was fights yesterday, but they were just like a Fight Pass one. And then there's a huge fight, April 12th. I think so. There's like 2 title fights on that one. That's where where we're gonna have a cook-off at your house.
I'll tell you, my word to you right now on this show, if I am in town,
because it's a good possibility he might be at a competition.
I either might be at a competition or at a conference for work or something. But if I am in town and we're free, I am going to cook for that fight at your house. And we'll do it up big, man. We'll do whatever kind of meats you want, size, this and that. And we'll see who else we can invite.
It'll be perfect, because I love food. You love to cook, and then it'll be perfect.
Yes.
See, I remember years ago, too, that it was for like the baby shower, or my diaper shower.
Yeah.
And you cooked there, too. It's just, it was meant to be.
It is.
It was just meant to be. But I'm totally cool with cooking, or you cooking, not me cooking. You cooking.
I can teach you.
You can.
Do you want to learn? Would you want to learn, or do you just want to eat?
A little bit of both, because there's sometimes I watch like. Did you watch The Final Table on Netflix?
I watched a couple of them.
Okay, me and Cassie watched the whole damn thing because a friend of ours, a girl I work with, her husband's a chef at the country club here, whatever, out there somewhere. Yes, and. So they watch a lot of stuff like that all the time. So she told me about it, and I watched it, loved it. And I watched those dudes cook. I'm like, man. And they're talking about, something like this. Oh, it has a hint of this. But I'm like, what the? How can you tell what this? Like, how can you just tell? But like, it's just years and years of them doing it.
Palate and stuff. But speaking of Food Network, if you by chance watching this, I applied
for Chopped, right?
Chopped Grilled Masters. So.
Just like that, with the whole chop thing, people do that, and they think of stuff like this, and I'm just like, I would have never thought about that in my life.
And I know.
Are you one of the people?
editing.
Are you one of the people who watch it though? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I would make this with this, or I'll make this.
Absolutely.
With this. I'll see that now.
Absolutely.
I'm just there like this, like, I guess that's what you can make that with.
But see, I always wonder, and I know there's editing and on TV and stuff, but do you think they get a little bit of hints before this? Because like it's like automatically I'm making this, and I'm like, dude, I cannot.
There's
think
no
that
way.
fast. You gotta give me
think,
like 10 minutes.
Give me a little. Give me a little intermission, and then I'll be good.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Just the end everything. Just the end this episode, like I did on the last one. What is your one goal in life?
My one goal. Oh man.
You know, it's funny. I just asked you a question. I'm already interrupting you.
No, you're good.
It's funny how like your goals like they change.
Oh.
You know, like especially now, like I have kids, you have kids, and it's just crazy to me. But my goal is still to own a Tesla one day.
I've driven two. I told you that, right?
Yeah.
I've driven that Tesla SUV.
I think you sent me it.
I sent you the Snapchat.
Yeah, I was so pissed. And then you sent me a picture of the GTR.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in a contest right now to win a GTR.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hope you win.
If I win it, I'll also win that and 30,000.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's a good down payment for a Tesla.
It really is. I just trade them both in for a Tesla. I want the Model X, like that SUV, big. Oh my gosh.
With the Falcon.
Yes, it looks like it has a freaking a Mac right there.
Yeah.
It'd be so perfect, dude.
Anyway, so one goal, one like what I'm working towards. Is that
Yeah. We'll do that. Just your one goal you want to accomplish.
Man, I hate sounding cliche. I hate sounding, oh, I want to live my best life.
This and that.
But that's what it is, man. Like, you know, I know there's only so far I can go with my podcast. There's only so far that I'm going to be able to go with my cooking and my job. There's only, like, I just want to be happy. And I am right now, and I just want my boys to have everything they want, and my wife.
That's a, I don't know. Like I said, it's sounds like a cliche answer, but it's a perfect answer. Like, I don't want my kids to have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I had to worry about stuff. So therefore, if I could leave just something for like, they don't have to worry about anything anymore, I'm set. I don't gotta worry about anything.
And I'm not greedy. It's not like, oh, dude, I wanna make $1 million by the time I hit this age, or I want my podcast to blow up so big that that would, yes, don't get me wrong,
That would be amazing.
All that stuff would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm good with it. I do it because I love it. I do it because I want to, and I don't want to lose the passion for it.
It's perfect, because it seemed like I just timed it perfect because now we're in the street. So it worked out perfect. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoy this, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. I will leave all his stuff in the description about his podcast, 3 Cow Cortel, correct?
Yep.
Their cooking team, and everything else. Again, put in the comments if you would rather be with an American woman or a Thai man, and that's about it.
And if you had to think about it, like if it wasn't an instant gut reaction, let us know. It took me about 30 minutes.
It took him a minute. I'm still thinking about it at this very moment.
Weird.
And we're at 48 minutes right now. So,
nice.
we're good. So, again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See y'all next time.
See ya.